Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Manpreet.
Ma'am, I am pursuing my IELTS exam, so I have a doubt in task 2 in writing part.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Manpreet, do you know what is task 2 about?
Well, you have explained me earlier that it's a essay part, but I
Yes.
don't know about the structure of that.
Okay, fine. I'll just explain you. Kindly
Yes, ma'am.
concentrate.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? See, Manpreet, we have two tasks in IELTS, right? One is task 1, one is task 2.
Okay.
Okay? Task 1 is the report writing,
Yes.
right? And task 2 is the essay writing,
Okay.
right? See, what happens, Manpreet? We get 40 minutes
Yes.
to complete this task,
Okay.
right? And we have to write 4 paragraphs out of it.
Okay.
Right, and the word limit is approximately 250 to 280 words, right? You cannot write less than 250. You should not write more than 280,
Okay.
right? You have to follow the word limit,
Okay.
right? See, Manpreet, what is the thing? We have a pattern to write the essay, right? As in, we write it in 4 different paragraphs. We
Okay.
start with the introduction, then it comes to body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, then it comes to conclusion,
Okay.
right? Now, what is the thing? You are always being given a topic, right? You have to paraphrase your topic. You know what is paraphrasing?
I have a just gist of that, so can you
Yes,
repeat that?
yes. See, in paraphrasing, we basically elaborate the topic and we change the vocabulary and some sentence formation,
Okay.
right? And that is how we write the introduction, by paraphrasing the topic,
Okay.
right? Then, whatever details, facts you have or you want to discuss about, with your relevant examples, of course, right? You can write it down in paragraph 1 and in paragraph 2, whatever knowledge you have, right? With some relevant examples. You have to write in paragraph 1 and then paragraph 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And in paragraph 4, you have to write a conclusion, that what do you actually conclude in that? What did you get after that? What did you observe? How it should be done, right? And you can just sum it by saying ki, to nutshell it up, to conclude by, or something like that you can say, right? So I'll just repeat my words while saying introduction,
Yes,
while
ma'am.
paraphrasing the topic. Paragraph 1, all about facts and details. Paragraph 2, again facts and details with relevant examples. And paragraph 4, that is the conclusion of your essay. Now, I'll give you a gist. See, we follow different type of questions in that,
Okay.
right? Let's say I'll just share with you. Suppose you get a question like, do you agree or disagree,
Okay.
right? So let's say that a question is like, some people believe that students should acquire working experience during the gap year. Share your opinion with relevant examples. Now, what they're asking, that at times we find that after maybe 12th or graduation, students get to have some time,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Maybe 6 months, 4 months, or maybe a little more sometime, right? Now they're asking you, what do you think? That they should travel and explore their knowledge, or they should invest their time maybe in some kind of part-time job or maybe a full-time job, in taking their own expenses, taking care of the family, be a little more responsible stuff.
Okay.
So they're asking your point of view, that meanwhile the gap, what a student should do. He should pursue his job, or he should travel, relish the time, gain experience, like that. So what you have to do, you have to write the examples
Yes, ma'am.
with your own opinion
So, ma'am, in which paragraph do I have to make both the views
in both the paragraphs.
in the both paragraphs?
Huh. And whatever, if you if you agree, then also you write in the introduction, or even if you disagree, then also write in the introduction, and then give the details accordingly.
Do we have to be partial about one view?
Not really. When the question is, do you agree or disagree?
Okay.
So it has to be on one topic, right? Either you agree or you disagree,
Okay.
right? I'll come on that part also, right? Now let's say, Manpreet, our second type of question is discuss advantages and disadvantages,
Okay.
right? Suppose a question is like, nowadays a lot of office employees open space design instead of separate room for workers. What does it mean? We used to find earlier, and now also, that there used to be small cabins
Yes.
or rooms for different employees. But now what we are wondering more is like that we have open area with us, and all the people sit together and work together, right?
They also made space for kids. in
Yes,
movies.
yes, yes, they do have. They do have. So now they're asking you the advantage and disadvantage.
Okay.
Like, what do you feel that having open space area for all the employees sitting in one room working together,
Okay.
advantage, disadvantage, or having different cabins, small cabins for individual, advantage or disadvantage,
Okay.
right? So what you have to write, they're asking both the things, right? You have to write advantages also
Yes.
with the relevant examples and disadvantages also with the relevant examples. Suppose you can say, like an advantage, you can say they get more of privacy, they get more of the concentration level, there is no
Yes.
noise disturbance, right? And in the disadvantage, maybe you can say that it requires more of space, it increases the cost also. So whatever you feel like,
Yes.
right, you can share that with your relevant examples, of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's say, Manpreet, we have one more kind of question.
Okay.
Okay. Like you were saying earlier, ki ma'am, can we be partial on agree and disagree? Yes, Manpreet, we have that kind of question also,
Okay.
right? Suppose there is a question, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Now they are asking to what extent.
Okay.
It can be done both of the ways.
So can it be quantitative?
Yes, it can be. See, it can be like that you completely agree,
Okay.
completely disagree, or it can be partial like that, yes, somehow you agree and somehow you do not agree.
Okay.
Now you have to decide that what are you focusing on.
Okay.
Let us say if you focus more on agree,
Yes.
right, then let's say 70% part should be on agree and 30% part should be on disagree. Maybe like two points on agree and 1 point on disagree, and of course with your relevant examples.
Okay, ma'am.
Right, and the question can be like, let's say there's a question like the best curriculum is not based on a static body of knowledge but on the cope up with the change of environment.
Okay.
Right, suppose see, we have been observing since long, right, our schools, colleges, universities follow a static syllabus
Okay.
with the kids,
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
that this chapter or this content has to be learned.
Yes.
So is this important, or the skill in which a child can actually acquire knowledge, can gain knowledge on what basis a child can survive in the in the living situation,
Ever-changing
yeah, in the
environment.
living situations around him, right? So what do you find that a static body ki pehle chapter, fir wo chapter that we have been following since long, or maybe the changes? What do you think, what the teacher should inculcate in a child?
Well, I think that according to dynamic environment,
Yeah.
a child should be taught more of the changing environment.
Okay.
And the syllabus should not be static.
Right, fine. So that's your point of view.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So if you completely agree on that part, that a child should be completely being given a knowledge on the just changing basis, then yes, you give your point and give real examples, and somehow you want to say that both the things are equally important.
Yes.
Or maybe you want to say that 70% or more of the important is the changing environment and some of the important is the the static body. Then you can say like 70/30 ratio, as I mentioned earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And do we have to include any famous saying or idioms?
You can do that.
Okay.
You can do that. Yes. Now, one more kind of question is there,
Yes, ma'am.
in which you are being asked your own opinion.
Okay.
That is very important, right? Let's say, Manpreet, we have different kind of people living in our society,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Some are very social, some are antisocial too,
Yes.
right? We have seen that society gets disturbed at times with the behavior of antisocial people,
Yes.
right? So suppose there's a question like this: some people display antisocial behavior in the society,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Oh, now why is this happening? What do you think that? Why do they behave antisocial? And what we can do to improve this? According to you, what is antisocial behavior?
Well, according to me, the meaning of antisocial is not being included in the social groups,
Okay.
or you can say creating a disturbing element, being a disturbing element in the society.
Right.
Being unhealthy to someone.
Yes, being unhealthy to someone, not being cooperative with
Not
the
being
cooperative with the with the neighbors, not being taking care of the cleanliness, or the society norms.
Creating a
Right.
disturbance.
Of course, right? Different kind of examples are there. So now here they're asking you, okay, why is this happening? Think about it.
Okay, do I have to include that they are not taught in their homes about manners?
Yes, somehow you can say, but we should not directly, give an example or direct, say something on anybody.
Okay.
Let's be in general.
Okay.
Rather than directly pointing out somebody, let's be in general.
Okay.
Right? And then they have asked you, what can be done to improve this? According to you, what
So-
can we do to improve this kind of behavior?
So here we can include that they must be taught about this topic in the schools
Yes.
or in the seminars.
Okay. So basically, awareness should be there.
Awareness should be there.
Yes, very true, Manpreet, very true. Right. Okay. So, Manpreet, these are the few kind of questions that are being asked to you in task 2 of IELTS, right? I hope I'm clear with all these points, Manpreet.
Yes, ma'am. I think I'm pretty much clear with the idea of writing tasks.
Thank you so much, Manpreet. Any inquiry? Any more query you have?
No, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Thank you, Manpreet.